EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken about the 12. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wonder what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This time, Jackson will throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Jackson rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first down carry by Elliott. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
About 3 yards there to the 27. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got Snead. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Ingram. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Here's Ingram. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Second down, but this one is incomplete.
You got it. You got it.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Tavon Austin. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Jackson steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Right here, right here. Quick dash, quick dash.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 6.
Again, it's Elliott. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
One set. Motion. Mike, kill. What do you think?
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Forbath will put this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Rolling to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jalen Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They run once more with Edwards. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards the pick up there, good for a Raven first. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Hill. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
53, check 53. Silver. Check. Begin.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Check.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson throwing on 4th down. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Motion. 47.
Prescott. And an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On first down, Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, a 360.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
Here's Elliott. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check it back. Check it back. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Forbath will put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
That's it, baby. You don't work.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Drop. Wait.
Here's Jackson. On the move to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. on Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Set, ready. Now to work. Get 3 at the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Check 4, check 4.
35-yard line.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Let's go, let's go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. No, no, no. Off. Check 52.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Check 50, check 50.
On 4th down, Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nothing open. Downfield, he keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Robert Quinn able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. After the sack on first down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
On third down, here's Edwards. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Go, get out there. We're going to 53. We're going to 54, right here.
Prescott now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
Here we go. Zach. Man, read. Watch 54. Watch 54. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3. Cowboys nothing.
Ready. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Snead's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready. 50. Check. 53's mine. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Bang, 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 bang. Check 49. Check 49. Check 41.
Jackson now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
This one fielded at the 5. Not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Come get some. Come on.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now Elliott gets through, and now an opening. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 53 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. That's one of those runs where you're thinking, is he going to run out of steam before he crosses the chalk? But he did not.
And whatever piano he had on his back, he was able to shed and make sure he got to the end zone. A terrific electric play.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28.
Hey, turn it up.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson being chased out left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now the longtime Raven punter, Sam Cook, on to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. A minute 52 to play until halftime.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Check 48, the mark. Your track, the track. Check 3, check 3.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Sweat, take 65. Mike 48. Blue there.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. Jarwin. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.